The clock is ticking, but there's still hope. A new assessment suggests we can still avoid the most catastrophic effects of climate change and get back on track to limit global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius. This is, of course, a monumental challenge, but it's not yet out of reach. The report, compiled by Climate Analytics, paints a clear picture. Current government goals are simply not ambitious enough. To turn the tide, we need a rapid overhaul, particularly in how we generate and use energy. This means a massive shift towards renewable sources and the electrification of crucial sectors like transport, heating, and industry. World leaders are currently gathering to discuss the climate crisis, with the main event, the COP30 UN Climate Summit, just around the corner. Here's a sobering fact. Global temperatures have already surpassed the 1.5 degrees Celsius limit above pre-industrial levels for 2 years. This threshold was established in the 2015 Paris Agreement. A UN Environment Programme (UNEP) report indicates that existing national plans will likely lead to warming of approximately 2.3 degrees Celsius to 2.5 degrees Celsius. Scientists warn that this level of warming would trigger a surge in extreme weather events and inflict devastating damage on essential natural systems. But here's where it gets controversial. The climate analytics researchers propose a roadmap that could see warming peak at 1.7 degrees Celsius before 2050. Furthermore, they suggest that this could be brought down to 1.5 degrees Celsius by the end of the century. The key? Phasing out fossil fuels and employing carbon removal technologies to extract carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. But this isn't a guaranteed fix. Scientists are acutely aware of critical tipping points that could be triggered as the Earth continues to warm. These include the melting of the Greenland ice sheet and the potential for the Amazon rainforest to shift from a carbon sink to a carbon source. And this is the part most people miss. It's unclear at what precise temperatures these events will occur, and every fraction of a degree of warming increases the risk. A recent study suggests that one key tipping point, the bleaching of coral reefs in warming seas, may have already been reached. Bill Hare, the chief executive of Climate Analytics, emphasizes the urgency. Overshooting 1.5 degrees Celsius is a woeful political failure and will bring increased damages and risk of tipping points that otherwise could have been avoided. But this roadmap shows that it is still within our power to bring warming back well below 1.5 degrees Celsius by 2100. At COP30, nations are expected to present their national climate plans, known as Nationally Determined Contributions, NDCs. These plans outline targets for carbon reduction and the strategies to achieve them. However, a significant number of countries have yet to submit their NDCs, and many of those submitted are deemed inadequate. UNEP's analysis reveals that current NDCs would lead to a world approximately 2.5 degrees Celsius hotter than pre-industrial levels, potentially rising to 2.8 degrees Celsius. This level of warming could set in motion irreversible changes. Current NDCs would only result in a carbon cut of about 10% by 2035, according to the UN. Climate Analytics suggests that global emissions need to drop by about a fifth by 2030, compared to 2019 levels, and by 11% annually throughout the 2030s to limit warming to 1.7 degrees Celsius. Furthermore, methane emissions would need to be reduced by 30% by 2035. Neil Grant, a senior expert at Climate Analytics, offers a glimmer of hope. The last 5 years have cost us precious time in the critical decade of climate action. However, they have also seen a revolution in renewables and batteries, which have shattered records across the globe. Riding this tailwinds can help turbocharge our clean energy future and catch up on lost time. What do you think? Are you optimistic about our ability to meet these goals? What actions do you believe are most critical? Share your thoughts in the comments below.